Hello everybody and welcome to Learn with Zenith Guru. My name is Pratyaksha and today we will be continuing with the back exercises of making of a global world. तो आज हमारे पास जो क्वेश्चन है जिससे हम स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं वो है द कमिंग ऑफ रिंडपेस्ट टू दी अफ्रीका. हमें पता है इट वाज अ कैटल प्लेग जो कि अफ्रीका में आया और इससे काफ़ी ज़्यादा नुकसान हुआ था अफ्रीका के कैटल्स को, और उसके बाद किस तरह से it helped the Britishers to get a better grip over the African economy and its people. तो देखिए रिंडपेस्ट क्या था. रिंडपेस्ट was an extremely fast spreading cattle plague right, okay, that arrived in Africa in the late 1880s. That arrived in Africa in the late 1880s. Okay? तो ये हमारे रिंडपेस्ट का क्या था? It was the arrival. अब उसके बाद it had extremely adverse effects on African people and their livelihoods. ठीक है, it had extremely adverse effect over African people and their livelihood. Initially it started in East Africa, gradually spreading to entire country. Gradually spreading to the entire country. Okay. Within 5 years, it reached Cape Town. Sorry, similar names. Within 5 years, it reached Cape of Good Hope. Causing 90% of the cattle population of Africa to decline. Or we can write it in a better manner. We can write wiping out 90% of the, resulting in wiping wiping out of the 90% of cattle population of Africa. Cattle population of Africa. ओके अब देखिए जो इन्फेक्टेड कैटल्स थी, ठीक है, उन्हें क्या किया जाता था, इंपोर्ट किया जाता था ब्रिटिश एशिया से इटालियन सोल्जर्स को फीड करने के लिए। इट स्प्रेडेड because of the import of infected cattle from the British Asia. Okay, considering this situation, the colonizing nations, ठीक है, जो नेशंस कॉलोनी बनाने आए थे, राइट, took advantage of it. They took advantage of it and conquered Africa by monopolizing the scarce cattle resources and it forced, okay, the Africans into the labor market. It forced the Africans into the labor market. Okay. Due to loss of their cattle, which were their major source of livelihood, the Africans had to work in the labor market and it is considered one of the major effects of rinderpest in अफ्रीका। तो ब्रिटिशर्स इतने चालाक थे कि इन्होंने अमेरिका को स्मॉल पॉक्स इंट्रोड्यूस करवा के एज अ बायो वेपन कॉलोनाइज कर लिया। और अफ्रीका को कैसे करा इन्होंने कॉलोनाइज? अफ्रीका को इन्होंने कॉलोनाइज किया बाय अफ्रीका को इन्होंने कॉलोनाइज किया किस तरह से? बाय ये कैटल प्लेग का यूज करके, ठीक है, कि भाई कैटल प्लेग फैल गया है, अब दे हैव नो अदर ऑप्शंस ऑफ लाइवलीहुड, दे अल्टीमेटली हैव टू एंड अप वर्किंग इन द लेबर मार्केट्स. Now let's see death of men of working age in Europe because of the World War. ठीक है, ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. वर्ल्ड वॉर में जो इतनी डेथ हुई थी उसमें जो एक वर्किंग क्लास होता है ना, वर्किंग एज के जो लोग होते हैं उनकी सबसे ज्यादा डेथ हुई थी. सो वील ऑल्सो हैव अ लुक एट इट. The First World War resulted in huge loss of manpower, especially the deaths of working class in the Europe. Okay. It saw use of heavy and advanced machineries such as tanks, aircraft, guns, chemical weapons. In order to fight against such machineries, a huge number of soldiers were deployed. Okay, so what did the Britishers do? They deployed an extremely large number of soldiers. A huge number of soldiers were deployed. ठीक है? The scale of death and destruction was unlike any other war. It was extremely huge. Okay, most of the men killed in the war were of the working age. जो मोस्टली मैन हु वर किल्ड इन द वॉर वो कैसे थे? वो वर्किंग एज के थे. ठीक है, also the injuries caused to them resulted in them being unable to work, क्योंकि इंजरीज भी इतने लार्ज स्केल पे हुई थी. ठीक है. This resulted in reduction this caused major deduction of the working class men in Europe. Okay. Women seeing the situation stepped out of their houses in order to support the livelihood of their families, which resulted in increase in the participation of women in the society. Okay, so this was the effect of First World War and the major destructions caused by the First World War in the European economy. Okay, so now let's have a look at the Great Depression. हम इंडिया पे क्या हुआ था, तो 19th सेंचुरी में आया था ग्रेट डिप्रेशन. इन द 19th CE इंडिया was under the British rule. When the world was struck by the Great Depression. Okay, India was under the British control. Okay. The effect of Great Depression was mainly in the agricultural sector of India. ठीक है, इंडिया का जो एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर था उसे सबसे ज़्यादा फर्क पड़ा था, ठीक है। इंडिया was a British colony back then, right? And this major economic setback caused major inflation in goods, in the prices of goods. In the prices of goods in the economy. Okay, so with this we would conclude with today's class. We will continue rest of the questions in another class. I hope you liked this video and thank you for watching.